Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Unbox It. Today is the first episode of the Tech Talk on Let's Unbox It. Alright, so the Tech Talk is essentially just me, Nate, talking to you guys, the viewers, about some new tech or some tech news that has just come out recently that I want to share with you and to inform you if you do not know about it already. Alright, so this is the first episode of the Tech Talk on Let's Unbox It, so welcome. And today I'm going to be talking about the DJI Spark, which, as you probably know, was released by DJI back in, I think it was June. And we are also going to be talking about the iPhone 8, which has to be released by Apple this fall, is going to be released by Apple this fall. And so not all Tech Talks will be live, but since this is the first episode, I just decided to have it be live, because I think it's a lot funner, and you guys can interact with me live if you want to. You can comment in the live comment feed, and I can try to answer some of your questions if I am not explaining it correctly to you, or you just want to know something else, or even if you want a totally new topic about tech that you want to hear about that has just been released. Okay, so, alright, first we're going to be talking about the DJI Spark. Alright, the DJI Spark, as I said before, was released by DJI in, I believe, was June. And yes, so a couple new things. Well, not new, but things that were integrated into a cheaper model drone for people to use are, it has quick launch, which with face-aware, Spark lifts off your hand by recognizing you. It takes off, hovers in, and in place within seconds of powering it on. And this is very cool because it was integrated into a very cheap model of drone. Now, the DJI Spark is only $500, so it is a very cheap model. And I'm sure you will get a very good quality out of this drone. I will be talking about the camera a little bit later. But yes, for now, yes, let's talk about the face recognition and the quick launch. Okay, so as I was saying about the quick launch, yes, you're going to be getting a very good feature with not a very expensive drone. And so the DJI Spark will recognize your face when you point it at it, and it will automatically lift off your hand. And it also can move with your hand. It will see your face and then see your hand, and you can move your hand around to wherever you want it to go, but it does not go very quickly, and I wouldn't really recommend it if you're taking video. This is more for taking photos. Now, about taking photos. When you put your hand in a photo, you take your thumb and you take your pointer finger and you make a picture frame like that. It will automatically recognize that and it will fly away, make sure you are in focus, and take a picture of you. So that is a very nice feature, if I do say so myself, that you are getting with a very very nice cheap drone. And I really like that they lowered the price with this, because I know that you're getting good quality out of the expensive drones like the Mavic Pro, but they're just so expensive that beginners can't really take advantage of them, and they're great quality because they can't afford them. They're just too expensive. And so I believe this is a great starter drone if you are starting off, because it has obstacle detection systems on it as well, so it will not bump into things, and if you run out of battery, it will automatically fly back to you. Alright, so let's talk about some of the intelligent flight modes. Okay, so I was just explaining one to you there. It has obstacle detection, and you can just simply tap a button on your phone or the controller. The controller does not come with the drone, not yet anyway. It might in a bit, but not right now. So yes, you tap a button and it automatically takes off. Now, they have integrated this into other drones, but they have been more expensive. And some of them, they have lowered the price now since they have gotten older, but really they only integrated into them, what I'm trying to say is that they were expensive when they were first released because they had those features. Now, since it has been a while, they have lowered the price. But at the beginning, they were more expensive drones than the DJI, which when it first came out, was a great price. And I believe that it will be lowered in the future to maybe $300. Alright, so, and now it also has active track, so that you can, it will recognize you, and then it will follow you if you are taking video. Now, this is a great one for filmmakers, who want just a cheap way to have an object moving, and the drone following you to have a above shot. This would be good for, let's say you're having a car chase or someone's running. It will be great for that. Now, it also has gesture. I was talking about that. You put your hand up and it can move. And this is good for pictures, as I said before. Not great for video because you can't really control it as well as you would with a controller or your phone. Alright. Yes. Alright, so yes, you're getting a lot of great features out of a very non-expensive drone, and that is one of the reasons why I absolutely love the DJI. Alright, so now let's talk a little bit about the lens. Now, the lens on the DJI Spark, it doesn't shoot in as great quality as some of the other ones, but it does shoot in 1080p 60 frames per second, and I feel that is good enough for beginners. And I looked at some of the stock footage from people flying this, and it looks great. It looks like a lot more expensive drone than what this DJI Spark really is. And that is one of the reasons why I absolutely love this drone. I have not bought it yet. I'm just waiting for the price to lower a bit. Because it is kind of out of my budget right now, because, I don't have a lot of money on me right now, and I'm just waiting it to lower, so that I can really just buy it and take advantage of it, and I will be coming out with a video on that when I decide to purchase it, and I'm sure you will get a lot of raves from me on this little drone because I already like it, and I already know I'm gonna like it even before I have purchased it. Alright, so yes, the lens, high performance lens. The Spark images are consistently sharp and with vivid and little color aberration and distortion. Spark's camera has an f2.6 wide-angle lens with a 2.5 millimeter equivalent focal length. So yes, it can focus. Other drones cannot focus. They're just stuck at one focus. Like the GoPros and things, you don't get to focus on that. But on this one, it will focus. I don't know if it has autofocus. I'm sure it does, and I hope it's better than some other cameras that I own, because the autofocus on them is not as good. So I think you can also do it manually, and I think when you click on yourself, it'll automatically focus on you. So when you're taking a video or things, because as I said before, it is a great drone for beginners and people who want to get their money's worth out of a drone, because you will definitely get your money's worth out of this drone. Alright, on to the iPhone 8. Alright, so, yes, the iPhone 8, as I said before in the beginning, it's going to be released by Apple this fall. I am not quite sure when, but I know it will be either September or October, somewhere around there, because that's when they normally release them. And we have gotten a lot of good information from people who have been trying to figure out what types of features that the new iPhone might have. Okay, so I know one of the things that it will have that is pretty big is it have an OLED screen instead of glass. Now, only certain models will have an OLED screen. Mostly probably the more expensive model, because OLED is expensive, but it won't shatter as easily as glass would, because Apple has been using glass on all of the models before the iPhone 8, and so I'm really excited to see that integrated into this. Now, it will have a glass body, so what they're doing is they're taking the glass from the screen and putting it on the body. I don't know if that's really good in a sense. Aluminum and glass just seem to. I want Apple to come up with a more durable substance, you'd say, for use on the Apple iPhone's body, just because aluminum dents so very easily and glass cracks so easily. So maybe in the iPhone 9 we'll be seeing something like that, but I am just excited to see what the iPhone 8 has. And now it actually has an edge-to-edge display. Now, we saw that with the Samsung Galaxy S8, and I'm really excited to see it with the iPhone 8. And there won't be a home button. Yes, there will not be a home button, just as we saw on the Samsung Galaxy S8. It'll just kind of be a button like all the other buttons. It's not going to be a real button. It's just a button that will always be there when you're going from screens, when you're on the phone. I'm kind of sad about that a bit, because I really like the home button. I like the feel of a real button. And they kind of took that away in the iPhone 7 as well, because it actually does not push down. It's kind of a fake button, I would say. Because when you push down, it pushes back up to make it feel like it's clicky, when it really is not. And there will be wireless charging on the iPhone 8, so I am excited to see that. Alright, so this is an artist's not perception, but idea of what the iPhone 8 might look like when it is completed. Now, one other thing. There will be a vertical camera bar on the back of the iPhone. There still will be 2 cameras, and I think the iPhone 8 might be able to shoot in 4K. Not sure about that, but it will be very high quality. And yes, so vertical, and as you see in the artist's perception of it, the edge-to-edge display, and iOS 10 on there. So yes, it looks really nice to me. Not so much the vertical camera bar where the camera is. For some reason, I don't know. I just gotten used to it being horizontal. But just gonna have to live with it. I'll get used to it eventually, but for now it is not that pretty to me for some reason. All right. Yes. So here is another artist's depiction of what the iPhone 8 might look like on the back. Again, there is the vertical camera bar. I think actually Apple officially said that there will be that, and I think that too from all of the artist depictions that will be definitely a real feature that will be included with the iPhone 8. Now this is the glossy black, and I really like that. I hope they come out with some different colors than just matte black. And a lot of the blacks, they don't really have that much like pop with the color. That is one of the reasons why I like the iPod Touch, because of just the great colors that it came with. But the iPhone just simply comes with very bland colors, it seems. And it's not that I don't like it, it's just, I don't know, it just seems really bland to me. And a lot of people just put cases on them, but I would just like to see Apple kind of step out and actually add some nice coloring to their iPhones instead of black. Now, black's not bad. I'm not saying that black's bad or that gold or rose gold is bad. It's just they've just been doing that colors. It's like they moved from the original iPhone colors, which they had a little bit more colors, to now like the Mac colors. Like for the MacBook Pros, the same colors they use for that. They just decided, well, we got that aluminum lying around. Let's just use that for the iPhone. So yes, what I really want to see is some new colors, which probably not will be coming with the new iPhone 8, maybe the iPhone 9, or maybe they won't even do it at all because that's Apple. Yes. So, now, this is what it will look like in your hand. It is kind of big. It is kind of like the iPhone 7 Plus. And I don't know if there will be size changes. I'm pretty sure there will be a large one like they had with the 7 and the 6s. And a smaller version, but overall it's definitely going to be a bigger build for the new iPhone 8. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening live and watching. If you're not watching this live at this moment. But yes, thank you for listening to my Tech Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope it gave you kind of an idea of what the new tech is coming out lately, and I hope you really do look into getting the DJI Spark if you have that money, because I'm sure it will be definitely worth your while. And I give you a little bit of a better insight on what the iPhone 8 might look like, and I'm thinking that is what it looked like because we are getting closer and closer to the release date, and more and more designs are coming out for it. Alright guys, thank you much for watching and listening and watching me live. And I'm sure I'll catch you later in another video. I have not been uploading lately because I've been sick a lot. But yes, so I will be coming out with more videos very soon. Be coming out with a GoPro video. I'm not gonna say what the title is going to be, but it will be very sick, and I'm sure you guys will love it. Alright, guys, thank you so much for listening, watching me live. Peace out. I just hit my boom arm.